Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first ever studio vlog. So I thought to try something different and film something completely new. That is some of the behind the scenes of my candle business, Hi Sunday. I have been documenting kind of on social media like on Instagram and TikTok, but since I'm doing YouTube again, I might as well just combine everything and upload on here too. Currently, I am back in California after going home in New York City and taking a trip to the Canadian Rockies, which was so awesome. I thought I was going to ease back into the candle business, but surely I was wrong. I almost just immediately got an order for 50 candles that needed to go out ASAP and another large order, but that one has more working time, so I'm not too worried about that. So this is the first time I'm trying this new type of content, so I hope you guys enjoy and let's get into it. I got a large order for 50 of our baby cloud candles. I am currently waiting for the last 3 to finish curing before I start packaging them up and sending it out. So I've already prepped the labels and the packaging. The next step is to trim the wicks, take them off the shelves, and package it up and send it out. Today is Monday, and the first thing we need to do today is head over to Makesy to pick up some fragrance samples that I've had my eye on. I'm currently testing out a few new spring fragrances, so let's see how that goes. Luckily, I live near the supplier, so I can just hop on over and pick it up, especially for small orders. I get to skip the shipping fees and go out and get some sun. All right, so let's go. Alright, so I just got back from picking up the fragrance oils and want to do a little unboxing of some new things I've ordered for the business. I got a little excited in the car and kind of opened it up already to have a little sneak peek on the scents. I got 3 little mini samples, something I am working on for spring. So this big box here is from Candle Science. I actually ordered some stuff that got lost in my move last year. So I repurchased a smaller candle maker. Alright, so there's 4 items in this package. I repurchased this old candle maker slash melter I had from a long time ago. This was actually one of the items that got lost in my move last year when I shipped it to myself. It's a tiny candle maker for the times when I have a small batch to work through. It's just much easier to use one of these versus my big melting pot all the way over there. Alright, comes with a pitcher with a wooden handle. I really love the aesthetic of this. And this is the mini candle maker. So I really love how compact this is for small batches. It's super easy to use. You just put it on and it turns on. You press a button and that's it. I'm really happy to repurchase this again. In addition to that, I actually ordered another pitcher to go with this system. And it is the 34 ounce. This is the 34-ounce pitcher, which holds a lot more wax versus the one that it comes with. Here is the size comparison. So typically I would use this for like micro nano batches of something. And then I also have a really big melting pot for large batches of work to do. And I also got 2 new scents from Candle Science to try out, hoping that this will match what I envisioned for my new spring scent. So fingers crossed. Let's take a smell. I'm loving this. Oh. Yeah, so I'm really excited to have 5 new scents to test out. And this is kind of one of my favorite parts of the process. It's just the experimenting and the testing of everything to make sure that the final product is exactly how I envision it to be. Okay, this will be great too. I love this part. So yeah, this is my little mini haul, a repurchase of some things that got lost last year in my move to California, and then some new scents to try. I actually have an order to get out today, so I will be working on that. After that, I have 2 wholesale orders I need to work on, and then of course my regular orders as well. So let's go. a busy day today, so I have a bunch of different candles that needs to be poured and packaged and sent out. So I am currently sorting everything by urgency, and this is actually good. I get to show you guys a few different candle styles that we have in today's video. All right, let's get started. So today we're going to unmold some more candles for orders and to restock the shelves a bit. As you can see here, our shelves are pretty empty from the last holiday sellout. We're going to be pouring and curing new candles to restock our shelves. As you can see here, these are some of the candles that we were pouring yesterday. I will be unmolding some more. So these flower ones are one of my favorites, and it's really popular during the spring and also during wedding season. Another favorite of mine is a bunny, and it has rose details all over. Super cute. Okay, and these are our baby clouds. As you've seen before, these are super popular and people love to order bunches of them. Our last order of these cloud candles was 50 units, so super popular. Welcome to my little packing station. Today I will be packing an order with you guys. We will be packing Mr. Hudson here. I actually named these two pairs, Hudson and Bleecker, after some of my favorite places in New York. All right, so I have this little planer here to even out the bottoms. And I think Hudson is pretty smooth, but I will just go over it a little bit just in case. Oh. We're just going to smooth this out a bit. Alright, looks good. Okay, her name is Bleecker and she is actually very high in demand. People love ordering this and I love it too. I think it's the perfect decorative candle for an aesthetic look in your place. Alright, so she's done. I'm going to put Bleecker to the side for now. I will put her on the shelf later. And for Hudson, we will pack him up for an order today. First things first, I have his little box and label. All right, the label just says Hudson, if it's scented or unscented, and our logo and info here. This is his box. We're just gonna put the label on him carefully. Voila. All right, we're gonna put this to the side and then we're gonna grab tissue paper for him. We're gonna trim the wick a little bit so it looks nicer. Toss this. We're gonna gently place him and wrap him up. And then just for a little security, we're just gonna tape him up a little. Okay, step 2 in packaging is some cushioning. I have this honeycomb paper here. Take a little bit. Stretch this out. We're gonna place Hudson in here and just wrap him up. All right, here's our box and we're just gonna put him in. Now he's nice and secure, doesn't budge. Inside our box, last step is one of our candle care cards. So we make decorative candles, they're sculptural. They're meant for decoration, not for burning, but you can burn them. So here's a little instruction and care card, and we're just gonna tuck it in here. And then we're gonna close the box up. Once that's done, we have the box, and then we have the packing slip, in which I will fold. So we have box, packing slip, and then the shipping box. We have the shipping box here. We're gonna assemble this thing, which is really easy. When it's shipped to us, it's flat and we just gotta put it together quickly. Now, normally I'm really fast with it, but since we're on camera, it's a bit slower. All right, the box is ready. All right, so the next step I like to do is tissue paper. This is just so it's nice looking when it's sent. All right, so now we just gotta add the protective stuff. I like to use the biodegradable peanuts. They just melt in water, like these. Next, I place Hudson in, and then just fill the rest with the peanuts. Got the peanuts in, we got the tissue paper, and then we're just gonna close it up. Sometimes if it's a gift, I like to add ribbon, but since this is not a gift, it goes out like this. It goes out like this with our little logo sticker. And the final piece is their packing slip, which I like to do this way. And then we close it up. All I have to do next is tape it up. All right, the last step is weigh it and print the shipping label. Okay, so I just printed the label. That's it. Okay, this is our little cashmere vanilla section, and over here starts our white sandalwood scents. And then the top shelves I need to reorganize because some of this is our holiday scents and I need to clear this out for our spring summer stuff. All right, so for the rest of today, I'm just gonna pour more candles, and I believe I have one more order to pack with you guys. So I moved operations to this side of the table because I needed more space. These are one of my favorite candles. They are just so pretty. This customer ordered a set of 5 in white sandalwood, so we're gonna assemble this and send it out also. First, I need to trim the wicks. Good morning. I just lit my matcha pandan candle here. It's one of our best sellers in terms of jar candles. It smells so good. It's the end of the week and today will be the last day we're filming for the studio vlog. I think I'm going to do a more aesthetic unmolding, demolding of the candles here at the table, this table right here. And then I need to reorganize the shelving because a lot of the Christmas stuff needs to be boxed up. Let's see. All right, I have one order to pack and ship out today, and then I will just keep pouring. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me in my first ever studio diaries slash vlog. Hopefully future ones will be a little bit more organized. This is the first week I'm getting back into business, so it's a little, I would say a little rocky. Anyways, enjoy the montage and I will see you in the next video. Bye.